I became the lightning bolt.
That's where it all started.
How the crowd were privileged to see this man in action.
Absolutely breathtaking. Oh, it's so close. Shelley and Fraser Price. Sharika Jackson. Here comes Sha'Carri Richardson. That is the most incredible piece of sprinting the world has ever seen.
Down me for years. All season they've been talking. Who's number one? Who's still a legend? Who is it? Me, number one every day, all day. Believe me.
10:19. Benji Richardson had a bad start in his heat, the South African, but he came through strongly in the last 20 or 30 metres to get himself here to the final. Romain Glaive, the fastest qualifier early on, the European Championship bronze medalist. He was injured for Paris, couldn't go to the Olympic Games, but 10 dead already this season for him. Benjamin Azamati of Ghana goes in lane 3. Good performance so far from Samuni of Ghana. He's second on the world list this season. Simon Hansen of Denmark had a fast finish in his qualifying round to get himself here. He takes lane 2, and there is the 2021 Olympic champion. He had a great performance here last year in Turku, 2 sub-10 clockings and the meeting record 9:92. I don't know what went on in his first race, but he's here. It was the final man into the final, 10:30, around about 70 or 80 minutes ago. Jerome Blake, solid start, good rest of the race. There's a lot of men here with parts of the race to work on. Benji Richardson, South Africa. He can just get a bit better out of the blocks. He could get very involved here. South Africa having a moment really after their 4x1 silver medal in Paris. And Walaza 9:94, Kani Simbini 9:90. And Lotelea 9:99 as well. 3 men from South Africa already under 10 seconds. Benji Richardson would love to become a 4th. Andre de Grasse, ever consistent here in another final on the circuit. And that's a good start from Benji Richardson, much better than the first heat, but he's just coming under pressure from Blake now. Richardson in the middle for South Africa, trying to hold off Glaive. Glaive in the final few metres getting himself perhaps at least on terms with Blake, but they're going to need a photo finish there, following wind of 1 metre per second, so the 10:09 will stand. And it's been given to Glave. Not a season's best, he had that 10 dead from the other day, but Richardson, a much better race than the South African. He's in second place by 100th, and Azamati just another 100th behind in third place.
Very competitive race. It was neck and neck for most of it, wasn't it, between the front 3. Oh, Glaive just coming through, dipping at the line. Getting that just about perfect.
I'm not sure there. That's what Blake was saying. I don't know there, because Glaive. Okay, Glaive now knows he's got the win, but I don't think Blake. It's a strange camera angle we've got here with the athletes on the fast straight. That's a perfect thing for them with the following wind. Not great for us trying to predict. I thought Blake was much.
Let's have a look at this again. It was a very good start from Benji Richardson, and yeah, Blake at this point is pretty much side by side. Glaive powering through, having to grit his teeth to take the victory. And Richardson. Yeah, interesting. Also, we haven't mentioned yet Marcell Jacobs. It's his first event of the season over 100 metres. Completely checked out by the end of this, but was nowhere to be seen in that race. Was never a contender. Not a great lane draw for him either.
In a stunning turn of events at the 2025 Paavo Nurmi Games, the men's 100-meter final delivered more surprises than anyone saw coming. Olympic royalty took a back seat as Team Great Britain's Romain Glaive surged to a commanding victory, clocking 10.08 seconds to claim the crown in Turku. But the real shock? Olympic champion Marcell Jacobs, the Tokyo 2020 gold medalist, finished dead last in 10.44 seconds in his season debut, his slowest time in recent memory. Once the king of the straightaway, Jacobs looked far from his championship form in this highly anticipated return to competition. Meanwhile, Canada's Andre de Grasse, the 200-meter Olympic champ, didn't fare much better, placing 6th in 10.23 seconds, well off his season-best 10.05 seconds. DeGrasse's countryman Jerome Blake lit up the track with a PB of 10.09 seconds to finish second place, with Ghana's Benjamin Azamadi right on his heels at 10.10 seconds to take third. Jacobs showed a glimmer of promise in the heats, with a 10:30 seconds to scrape into the final, but couldn't translate that into success when it counted. The Italian icon still has time to regroup before the 2025 World Championships redemption dreams can reignite, but the road ahead just got steeper. Marcell Jacobs is known to find top form as it gets closer to championships, as he did last year, right before the Olympics. Now, let's take a closer look at how Jacobs performed in the 100-meter at the same Turku event in 2024.
He won his heat, the winner of the other heat, Ali, goes here as well. He's in the lane beside him. He's matching his compatriot stride for stride here now. And then Jacobs begins to really ease ahead, just power, pulling him to the front there, taking that one from Ali and Andre de Grasse. The time, 9.93, and it's legal, plus 1.5. And that will make people sit up around the world and take note. But Jacobs 9.92, Ali 9.96, and Jacobs most in the heat with 9.99. But 9.92 here tonight in Turku shows that Lamont Marcell Jacobs is on course for Paris, and I don't think you'll get very good odds if you bet for him at the Olympic Games.
Jacobs, he's just kind of the comeback king. He's always trying to prove himself.
Turku 2024 was a peak performance for Jacobs, shattering the 10s barrier twice, smashing the meeting record, and peaking precisely as he geared up for a major championship. Fast forward to 2025, and he's clearly still on his race-by-race build-up, a familiar pattern for an athlete known to taper into top gear right when it counts. With that being said, we all hope that Marcell Jacobs can find top form again and be in the best shape of his life for the 2025 World Championships Games this summer.